take you downstairs and show you one of our recovery units.
Okay, the first thing you'll notice about this recovery unit is it is dirty. This thing has done hundreds of jobs all the way from Moab, Utah to Cheyenne, Wyoming. This is what they look like when they're used. Somebody pulls up in a Cheyenne recovery unit, you might want to be a little bit skeptical because water recovery is about collecting dirty, greasy water. So let me show you what it takes. First you have to set up a collection point, try to channel all the water to one location so you can get it up in the vacuum head. Sometimes we'll set up a grease sock to pre-filter before it gets to the vacuum head, depending on the situation. Sometimes it might take more than one dam. Sometimes you might need storm drain covers to keep it from going where it's not supposed to. Or squeegees to channel the water. And after you pick it up, it comes into the vacuum. Now we designed these ourselves with multiple stages of screens and filters. If you take the dirty water and just dump it into a little filter like this, it'll clog up in no time. We use quick connects. We can hook this filter in as an additional extra filter if we need it. Now you have to have a heavy duty pump to handle the sludge, and you have to have a generator big enough to handle both the vacuum head and the pump. Then you can bring it through the filter if you need, and then up to the oil water separator. Again, these are all hooked up with quick connects. Depending on the job, you may or may not use it. And then it all dumps into a holding tank. This is medium sized, about 300 gallons. And you need to have a holding tank because very rarely will you be able to set up your collection point right next to where you're going to dispose of it. You have to set this up at the low spot where the water channels. Now say you're doing a parking garage, your collection point could be hundreds of feet from your wash truck. You're starting at the top and working down towards it. Now if all you have is a little filter like this on your wash trailer, you're not going to be able to do that. They're just too far apart. We probably have close to $11,000 in this one recovery unit. It's not fancy, but it's designed to be used. You can see our vacuum is just strapped down so it can come apart easily. When you're doing one of those big parking garages, this will get clogged up. You need to be able to take it apart and clean it so you can finish the job. If all you have is a little filter unit like this, it's not going to cut it. It's not going to be able to do the job. And I've seen wash trailers that were no bigger than this. If you see a guy pulling, a wash trailer behind his pickup, where is he going to put all this equipment? There's just not enough room. And I understand, like I said, we have almost $11,000 in this trailer. If a guy doesn't do a lot of recovery, he's going to try to get by with a filter like this, but that's not going to get the job done. You need to call a company that has the right equipment and the experience to do it right.